Before human history was written, could another family have been watching from the shadows? Imagine a world of towering trees, ice-cooled winds, and fires only beginning to teach early humans their place. And somewhere in that world, a family older than our stories moves silently through the green. This is not a claim. This is a story, a cinematic imagining rooted in what we do know about prehistoric landscapes, oral memory, and the mysteries that still haunt our deepest woods. Thousands of years ago, as ice receded and forests reclaimed the land, pockets of life adapted in unexpected ways. Early humans learned to make tools and fire. Predators roamed. Giant trees fell and created shadowed canopies. In that world, a large, ape-like hominid, call it an ancient relative, a surviving branch, might have found refuge, quiet, hidden, watching. Meet the household leader, a broad-shouldered male, not a monster but a guardian. He is strong enough to fell a sapling with a single shove, yet careful with the fragile limbs of his mate and the small, inquisitive hands of their offspring. They build simple shelters beneath fallen boughs, fashioning living spaces that blend with the forest. He wakes before dawn to listen, not for conquest, but for safety. Their days are lessons, foraging for roots and tubers, teaching the young which berries poison and which heal. The male hunts, not by running down prey in a chase, but with patience. A fallen deer startled at dusk, a salmon driven into shallow pools by clever timing. He brings food back, arranges it, watches the mate and young eat first. When danger comes, wolves, a sudden storm, or the first wary approach of humans, his role is clarity, shield and shadow. He positions himself between threat and family, making loud, guttural displays, or vanishing into mist if the risk is too great. In this balance of care and cunning, their intelligence reveals itself. Tools fashioned from rock and bone, silent signals shared with a touch, and rituals that bind them together. Why do stories persist? Could ancient family patterns, shelter building, footprints, silence, have seeded the legends we tell today? Large prints in mud, distant howls, sudden glimpses between trees, small, repeatable behaviors carried across generations might explain the echoes found in modern accounts. These echoes travel through time in the form of oral tradition and folklore, a fragile thread connecting us to a world that may have shared our forests long before we wrote history. Scholars offer several possibilities. Some point to extinct relatives like Gigantopithecus as a template for size and mystery. Others note that undiscovered, relict populations of hominids remain a remote, but scientifically cautious, hypothesis. Indigenous oral histories across continents record large, human-like forest beings in ways that deserve respect and study. Still, it is important to say clearly, no confirmed scientific proof exists. So what if the legend of Bigfoot began with a family much like any other, loving, protective, and striving to survive? What if our forests still hold memories, imprinted in mud and whispered by leaves? We may never know for certain, but the possibility, the image of a father watching over his family in the green hush of the world before ours, is a story worth listening to. Beat. Because some secrets are not solved by proof alone. They are kept alive by wonder. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, subscribe for more explorations of the past unanswered questions. And next time you walk under ancient trees, listen closely. The forest might still be telling a story.